afternoon. I don't see enough of these. Where's the colors? Thank you very much. In October, TAF is going to be 17 years old. And before I get going, there's a couple of folks I want to acknowledge. Number one, the other co-founder, Dziko. I was standing out in the lobby, I kept seeing all these alums. And I kept seeing more and more. Could the alums please stand up? These students are no longer students, they're college graduates and gainfully employed. So as I reflect on the last 17 years, the things I'm most proud of are one, we loved every one of our children as our own. And two, we gave them every opportunity we could muster so they can build the kind of confidence to believe that they can do anything, even when the forces around them were lined up to say they can. Nearly 2,000 students have participated in TAF programs year after year. For many, it was a second home. Hundreds have gone to college. They've gone to colleges all across the country, majoring in everything from computer science to civil engineering to law and pre-med. So take a look under the monitor, and you will see all the colleges that our students have gone to. If you see your college up there, cheer. So I was at Costco last month, my favorite place to go. And I ran into one of our students, so I hear somebody saying, Trish. And I turn around and there's this grown man there. And I looked closer and I couldn't believe my eyes. And the first thing I thought was, damn, I'm getting old. But we started talking, and he told me about the promotions that he's gotten over the last 12 years working at United Parcel Service. When you think about that, so nobody stays at a job that long, right? So he has really embraced this lesson of loyalty that we taught our students. And I feel confident in saying that many of our alum can point to TAF as a catalyst for their success. Notice I didn't say the reason for their success. Our role is not to claim full responsibility. It is to feel honored their parents allowed us to be a significant part of their development as students. But today I want to talk to you about the future. For it is time for TAF to move from success to significance. And that time starts here and now. Is a complex entity dealing with the complexities of educating every child. TAF started with simplicity on this side of complexity. We took the alternative path on the road most traveled. We worked outside the public education system. The alternative path we paved was providing a technology education for students of color. And as we started to look closer at what our students were learning in school and what their experiences were, we saw many problems. Some that could be addressed with simple changes in approach, and some that required massive amounts of resources. As time went by, we realized if we were to transform the system, we needed to stop complaining and start helping out. We knew there were educators who wanted to make changes, but didn't have the capacity to do so. TAF decided to jump into the complexity by being a partner instead of a stone thrower. Today, TAF is a valued partner with public education. What our public education system needs are partners who can bring new views, resources, and an energy to the effort of education transformation. Partners who can help create the kinds of educational experiences that provide the 21st century learning our students need. Partners who are willing to collaborate to solve problems and enhance what's already working instead of supplanting it. Partners who can help make teaching and learning exciting and fun again. That is exactly what TAF does with Federal Way Public Schools, Renton School District, Highline School District, Tukwila Schools, and Seattle Public Schools. Our Tech Start program, we design a STEM-rich curriculum and teach alongside elementary school teachers during the school day. Kids get deep exposure to STEM and teachers learn 21st century teaching techniques. And you heard from Jamie this afternoon about what that experience is. Our middle school students come after school to our STEM Up program to learn and practice advanced STEM skills and get ready for success in high-level courses in high school. And our TAF Academy, which is really the ultimate in a public-private partnership, is a public school that's 6th through 12th grade, STEM focused, and has a theme of interdisciplinary project-based learning and college readiness. All of our programs are successful, and not only test score performance and graduation rates, but other measures we deem more important for student success, such as confidence and learning skills, teamwork and collaboration, ability to organize projects and manage time, leadership, public speaking and presentations, demonstrating grasp of topics in a variety of ways, and yes, proper use of technical tools. We continue to do our part to change the public education experience for students of color. But everywhere you turn, there's the same discussion about closing the achievement gap. This gap doesn't close, new standards appear, schools and districts reconfigure themselves, new curriculum materializes, teachers go through training, and of course that means new standardized tests that measure very little to indicate if our children are ready for their future. Closing the achievement gap is not the right goal. The goal should be to create a pre-K to 12 educational experience that enables every child to develop academically and personally. There is, however, an opportunity gap. A gap in the opportunity to be challenged, to meet high expectations, and have tools and support to get it done. A gap in the opportunity to develop relationships with teachers and classmates. A gap in the opportunity to work side by side with professionals and residents who help bring relevance to learning. A gap in the opportunity to be creative and inspired to express it in a variety of ways. A gap in the opportunity to be the captain of your own future. There needs to be a massive level of adaptive change on the part of the adults and a focus on creating an educational experience that is beneficial to the whole school community. Now, some of you will remember when we first started TAF Academy, we created a vision. We needed everyone to focus on the light of hope and not be threatened by the flame of test scores. This vision does not have to be limited to TAF Academy. It's for every single school in our state. So I want you all to indulge me for a minute and close your eyes as I read this vision. And it's not a one-sentence vision. I want you to imagine a school system that fully supports each student by providing them an individualized roadmap to their personal goals and ambition. We know that regardless of background, most students envision themselves being successful in life. This natural instinct for self-preservation and improvement and the aspiration to improve one's condition should be the context for all work at every school in our system. We want students to learn to succeed, not for standards or teacher expectations, not to compete in the workforce or fuel the economy, not for personal gain and prestige, but succeed so they can position themselves to create the world they themselves envision, personally, communally, nationally, and globally. Our schools should challenge students with the issues of the 21st century, from disease epidemics, world hunger, and geopolitics to world trade, artificial intelligence, and ecological sustainability. We should be encouraging each student to grapple with their personal, communal, and cultural role in the global systems of environment and life. We must ensure that our students are wielding the most efficient and effective tools to analyze, communicate, synthesize, and evaluate their work and the world around them. In this new system, students will realize new worlds of science, art, language, and society. They will learn, create, teach, and inspire. Gone are the days of outdated textbooks, recycled quizzes, and short memorized answers. Schools should dawn the day of true performance-based assessment, where students are graded not on the answers they provide, but on the work of their hands and minds, their effort to make positive change, and their impact on the world. Every student should publish, recite, translate, encode, author, manage, engineer, invent, construct, and govern. Every student will succeed. Get open your eyes. That vision, by the way, was written by Zifri Salim and one of his colleagues, Rice Baker, back in 2007. So TAF has handled the complexity. The heavy lifting is nearly done. Now we're taking our first steps toward simplicity on the other side of complexity. We are ready to share what we know and form more partnerships. We are ready to make this vision happen throughout the districts we partner with, but we can't do it alone. We need your help. As the great author James Baldwin said, "For these are all our children. We will profit by or pay for whatever they become." It takes families, teachers, and community members working together. It also takes individuals like you playing critical roles like volunteers, mentors, and philanthropists. There will be plenty of opportunity for you to participate when we put our STEM instructors in 84 more TechStart classrooms to provide a STEM education for over 3,500 students in the Highline School District. STEM Up expands to 300 students who compete in robotics and math competitions and develop games. When 1,800 new students attend 4 more TAF Academy schools. When we open our STEM Institute to train K-12 public school teachers to deliver interdisciplinary project-based learning to over 3,500 students per year. The late Barbara Jordan was famously quoted as saying, "What the people want is very simple. They want an America as good as its promise. An America as good as its promise. A quality education that prepares children for the future is a part of that promise. That promise won't be fulfilled unless we all play a part. Nothing is possible without people, and nothing is lasting without an establishment." TAF started with 2 people, and over the 17 years, we have developed into an effective organization that reflects the community we serve. We keep our core values front and center. There are tens of thousands of students that need TAF to evolve from an organization to an establishment that continues to adapt to their needs. An establishment that helps all kids have the experience of being excited about school. An establishment that helps all educators experience the true joy in teaching. An establishment that has a legacy of partnering with public education to bring the best we have for our kids. An establishment that will change how school is viewed for generations to come. Together we can and will take TAF from a successful organization to one that is significant. And when we do, we will leave a legacy of generations of children who thrive in school and become amazing citizens and leaders. And we will indeed profit from what our children become. Thank you very much.